Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the last day of summer 2024. Tomorrow begins fall for everywhere except the southeast. We'll still have another 8 to 10 weeks of hot weather. You never know. You never know around here. It's probably going to still be warm, but you never know. A few years back we got snow, and one year we had an ice storm, I guess you'd say. Of course it was a little bit later on, but you just don't expect that down here in the deep south. But anyway, today's the last day of summer, so you need to get out there on your bike and enjoy it. Those of you in the parts of the country where your season's limited, take advantage of it. Well, we're just going to take a nice ride today and kind of explore. Try to find some places we haven't been. We're just going to point the direction and go. So we'll see what we see. Hey, that's a pretty nice little road. Nice and twisty. Had a hill back there. That's unusual around this area. Of course, I am farther north than where I usually ride. Like I say, we just exploring today. AT&T man. Well, let's go this way. Well, here's a sharp curve. Another one. Gravel in the road right there. Nice lake, pond, whatever you want to call it. Oh, look at here. Here it is right here. That's nice. Man, I'd love to live on something like that. Or not actually on it, but beside it. Although around here they do, but every now and then you'll look and there will be a house out there built on the water. They sink in more poles and go to building. Yes, sir. It's the Cajun way. In fact, I saw a video one time. Some fella built his house on the water like that. And in the middle of his living room, he had a little trap door. He could open it up and just fish right there in his living room. That was the wildest thing I ever saw. I like fishing, but I think that's a little too much right there. But to each his own, I guess. Just looked like a boat would have been cheaper than building a house like that. Anyways, it's a nice little old curvy road here. Stop sign. Which way do we go? Which way do we go? I'll tell you, let's take a right. We'll head north. We gonna head north now. There's the Dairy Queen. Oh, I see. You're gonna try to miss the red light, huh? If I'd have been paying attention, I could have done been gone. So they got something big there they're hauling. Yep. Alright, we coming into Pollock. 45. I'm gonna turn right here on Highway 8. Never been down Highway 8. It goes over to Gina. I've been to Gina, but I've never been this way. Oh, inmates working. Oh, better not stop. Better not stop. They see how pretty I am and want to talk with me. the sheriff. I had to stop a few minutes ago and adjust my telephone holder. That sun was reflecting right in my eyes. Hope it'll stay there. It should. I put the death grip on it. Ugh. Best I could with my old hands. What's this? Fishville. Alright, Fishville. Wonder how they got that name. You know, a lot of places, the towns and cities are named after the people that first settled them. Like back where I'm from, Prattville is named after Daniel Pratt, one of the first settlers there. Some of these places, weird names. How'd they come up with these names, I wonder? Fishville. Hey, this is a pretty nice road too. Should have checked my tires before I left. Feels like they might be a little bit low. Always check your tires before you go for a ride. I didn't. Sure does feel like it might be low. Of course, this pavement's part of the problem. You can see the little black grooves in it where, I guess where it used to be, was it a chip seal? Where the tar was sprayed on, and then that's where the thicker parts of the gravel are at. That's part of the problem. I hate riding on a fresh chip sealed road. All you do is worry about that tar getting all over your bike. Plus the gravel coming up, popping different parts. Yeah, I remember when we were little kids. In the neighborhood where I lived, the roads were dirt. It was like a little neighborhood, you know, had 4 main little old roads in it, but the roads were all dirt. And then later on, they decided to pave it, but they didn't use asphalt, they used chip seal. The truck comes out there first, they scrape the roads, and they come out there and spray the tar on it, and then, you know, run this old gravel on it. But it was like that for a long time. But I remember when we were kids, you know, we never wore shoes. We went barefooted everywhere. But we would get out there walking up and down the road in the hot summertime, and that old tar would get on the bottom of your feet, and you'd be walking along, and by the time you'd get to where you was going, the whole bottom of your foot was just coated with tar. And then of course Mom would make you sit out there on the porch and get it off before you could come in the house. But let's talk about something. Let's talk about cruise control. I think that is the greatest thing they ever come up with for a car or motorcycle. I am a firm believer in using a cruise control. I'll even use on the bike here. I'll even use it in town. I love my cruise control, but I wasn't always that way on the bike. My first Harley I got that had the cruise control, I had an Ultra Classic, and oh Lord, I was scared to try it at first. You know, I ain't never heard of cruise control on a motorcycle. You gotta be kidding me. But one day I was on the interstate. I said, well, I'm gonna give it a try. So, you know, I bought the bike used, so nobody told me anything about how to operate anything. I had to figure everything out myself. But excuse me, going down the interstate, I was checking it out, and I said, well, I'm gonna try it. So finally, once I figured out how to set it, I'm cruising along about 70. Well, shoot, this is nice. And once I got used to it on the interstates and open highways, I'm just going to try it around here a little bit. I started using it around town, you know, not no real busy, heavy traffic, just, you know, just light traffic around where you're not be stopping and going all the time. But man, every time I get on the bike, I use my cruise control. And same way in the car. If I'm in the car, shoot, I ain't gonna sit there with my foot on the gas. I set that cruise. But I love cruise control. Sure makes it a lot easier for an old dude. Set it, what did I say? Set it and forget it till you get ready to stop. See, that's what kind of worried me. I was like, well, if I set my cruise, what turns it off? You know, I know in the car you touch your brake. So, you know, the first time I did it, I said, oh well, shoot, check this out. Sure enough, touched the brake, barely moved the brake lever, and it cuts it off. So I'm very impressed with cruise control on a motorcycle. I love the stew out of it. Alright, we'll take a right up here. Highway 28. Or we could go straight and head over to Natchez, Mississippi. Nah, that'll be for another day. We'll head back toward the house, toward Alexandria. Here is a long, boring stretch of road. It's just straight. Well, you gotta take the good with the bad, huh? that's the advantage of cruise control. I can switch hands. One gets tired, the other one can take over. One gets tired, the other can take over. I love cruise control. Don't take much to impress me, does it? There is one place up here though that I've been thinking about going. That's a dirt road, but I don't know. My way go on the other bike. The other bike's smaller, it's easier to maneuver on a dirt road. I say smaller, it's a big bike, but it's just a lot lighter than this one. See, I've been one of those crazy kids my whole life. Touring bikes have just always thrilled me. I've had, you know, smaller bikes. Started on dirt bikes, but I've always wanted, when I first saw one, I've always wanted a Goldwing. Back in 1975, when the Goldwing first came to the U.S., I wanted a Goldwing. There's the place I was thinking about. Catahoula Recreational Area. Didn't look too bad. Anyway, it goes down to that. Down there is a boat ramp and all down there. But anyway, I've always just been fascinated with touring bikes. So that's what I got. I got this one, Ultra Limited, and I have a Road King. And the Road King's, it's not that much lighter, but it just feels like it is. But it's a lot of fun. So maybe next time I'm this way, if I'm on the Road King, I'll go down that road. But I'm that weird kid that grew up wanting a Goldwing. I had one for a while. It was an older one, but sucker was nice. But you can't beat the ride on them. Alright, car, come on. You be wanting to get around me. Let's go. Nobody does the speed limit anymore. I'm the only weirdo around, I guess. But then I ain't in no hurry, so I'm just enjoying my cruise. Alright, we gotta take a left up here, and I'm gonna take it easy. Because the last time I came through here, I was on the other bike, and as I was making this curve right here, I did not see it, and apparently I hit one heck of a pothole. Maybe that's it right, yeah, that's it right there. Man, it's a dip in the asphalt where it's sinking down. And man, I swear, I don't see how it kept from breaking the rim as hard as it hit. Man, it scared the daylights out of me, right there in that curve. Shoot, I got up here up the road a little ways and I pulled off and checked it. Everything was good, but man, I guess I was running about at least 50, 55 going through there. scared me. They need to fix that. One day somebody's gonna hit it and they gonna wind up on the ground. I think I'm gonna pull off the road right up here and stretch my legs for a minute. 110 miles. I think I need to stretch my legs a little bit. My butt's kind of gone flat. So we'll just pull off. Sure, let's pull over here to the shade. Park right here in the shade for a minute. Let my bottom inflate again. We are in DeVille, named after that great fella Dave DeVille, who raised 3 chipmunks, Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. Nah, not really. I know you didn't believe me, but anyway, DeVille is where we're at. This little old hamburger shack right here, I thought they'd be open. Guess they don't open on weekends. But anyway, I gotta let my butt breathe for a minute. Man, 110 miles before I stopped. I guess that ain't bad. Still got another 15 to get home. I don't know, something like that. But it's been a good ride. I hope you're enjoying your last day of summer, doing whatever you do, whether it's riding or fishing or picnicking or whatever it might be. Sitting there watching the football game. Alabama's off this week, so my wife, she's the LSU fan, so might watch the LSU and I think UCLA play today at 2:30 our time. I might have to check that out. And I'll be rooting for LSU because I got to. But anyway, if Alabama was playing, we'd be watching that because Roll Tide, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna end my little video here, so hope you're enjoying your last day of summer, and you take care and be safe and all that. See you later. Bye.